This was the most brutal torture in history. A man's clothes were slowly cut open. Then someone squeezed a bit of body wash onto his arm. They spread the body wash over his whole arm. Next, they hung a set alarm clock around his neck. They put a metal ring on his arm and opened the valve. His arm was forced inside. The man let out a heart-wrenching scream. After a few seconds, he stopped shouting, because outside, the temperature was over 100 degrees below zero. After 1 minute, they pulled his arm back. Now, his arm was as fragile as a ceramic bowl. An 80-pound iron hammer was already waiting nearby. A guard lifted the hammer. The man's arm was instantly smashed to pieces. Another man wearing a hat stood nearby, helplessly watching everything. In the year 2024, the Ice Age arrived. 99% of humanity died. The remaining 2% all hid inside a never-stopping train. This train had its own ecosystem and a strict class system. The rich lived in the front cars, enjoying a life of luxury. The poor were packed into the dirty back cars, eating strange food sent from the front. This life had lasted for 17 years. Worse still, the poor were guarded by soldiers. Any mistake would bring a harsh beating. Even worse, sometimes the soldiers would take children away to the front cars. One man could not bear losing his child. He broke free from the soldiers and charged forward, but the child was still taken. The man was punished, just like the scene at the beginning. Later, a woman from the front car gave a speech while holding his shoe. She said she belonged to the front car. She said these people belonged to the tail. She told them to know their place. Everyone was angry but too weak to fight back. One day, people grew tired of this life. They decided to start a rebellion. A man secretly checked a soldier's gun. He found that the gun had no bullets. So he walked straight to a soldier, grabbed his gun, and pulled the trigger. Sure enough, it was empty. The rebels were furious. To stop the soldiers from locking the door, they lifted a 20-meter-long iron barrel and rushed forward. They fought the soldiers hand to hand. Since there were too many rebels, they finally broke through the car and reached the first new area, the prison car. There, they rescued an Asian man and his daughter. These two were key to reaching the first-class cars. The man was a master lockpicker. His daughter had a special power. She could sense how many people were behind each door. With their help, the rebels reached the fourth car. This was where their food was made. One man climbed up the machine to take a look. He was shocked. The food they ate every day was made by crushing cockroaches. He looked down at his friends still fighting for the food, but he did not tell them the truth. Then, when they opened the next car, the girl suddenly looked terrified.